This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
Tonight, grief and frustration on the east side. 16-year-old Nicholas Nelson and 15-year-old Ashlyn Nelson, siblings, killed in their own home. Police are searching tonight for a double murder suspect, and they want anyone who might recognize this person of interest in the case to come forward. As the investigation continues, we are hearing from mothers who have also lost children to gun violence and city leaders who want change.
RTV6's Cameron Riddle spent the evening on the east side where residents are ready to see some good after a very bad day.
The teenage brother and sister who lived in this home this morning were looking at the bright future ahead of them. Tonight, police are now looking for their killers as the community begs for peace.
There's killing, God, in the east, the west, the north, and the south, God. We actually, God, allow the community, God, to come together, God.
On the east side tonight, both investigators and neighbors are looking for answers.
It hurts so bad. These are kids that are good children. They don't bother anybody. Go to school, come home, you know. I mean, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
While police investigate, a mother is grieving the loss of not one, but two children to gun violence. It's a position Deandra Dykes and Cherie Sampson know all too well after separate shootings claimed the life of Sampson's 14-year-old son, Darren, and another severely injured Dykes' son, DeAndre. Both of the cases are still unsolved. That's a pain they hope Nicholas and Ashlyn's mother never get to know.
All kind of thoughts go through your head, and we need people to stop being silent. How many kids are we going to lose? How many lives are going to be taken? How many families are going to be turned upside down to gun violence when people are sitting on the sidelines and saying nothing? Someone knows what happened in all of our cases, but particularly today, someone knows what happened.
As these mothers ask for answers, a councilwoman is both heartbroken and frustrated as the violence on the east side continues. Lakeisha Jackson, who represents the east side, says the city was not always home to this kind of violent crime. She believes the area's problems won't go away until the city invests in the future of the east side community.
The definition of sanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's what's been going on here for the last 30 years. Something's got to change. Prioritize our education. Prioritize workforce development for us. Prioritize good quality, decent housing for us. Prioritize safety for us.
Working for you on the east side, Cameron Riddle, RTV6.
And Councilwoman Lakeisha Jackson is hosting an anti-violence community day and peace walk for the Far East Side tomorrow. The event was already planned before today's devastating loss, but now will serve as another reminder of how serious peace and progress is needed on the east side. That walk starts tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning at the corner of 38th Street and Post Road. Nicholas and Ashlyn Nelson are being remembered tonight by their friends and community groups that knew them well. Indy Urban Acres shared pictures on Facebook of Nicholas working on the organization's organic farms. They say the community lost a future leader and say Nicholas would take home vegetables to cook for his siblings and take younger kids under his wing. Community Alliance of the Far East Side shared this picture of Ashlyn. She spent the summer participating in their teen employment program and had an internship as an activities assistant for the elderly. The group says Ashlyn was wise beyond her years.
And working for you, RTV6 is getting new details for people who live at a mobile home park that's shutting down. Residents of the I-70 mobile home park on the southwest side of Indianapolis reached out to us for help this week, saying they were not given enough notice, answers, or resources. Management says it is shutting down the park to avoid paying $100,000 to fix water pipe problems. Tonight, Citizens Energy Group responded to our questions about the issue, saying the repairs would fix the park's private sewer lines, but they are not mandatory. We also checked with the health department, and they say there have been no reported issues regarding the park's sewer lines.
A charter school on the east side has until September 4th to address air conditioning and air quality problems. A parent at Tinley Genesis Academy reached out to RTV6 because some kids have been getting nosebleeds. We reached out to the health department and learned that inspectors found the school's HVAC system is not working. They also found slightly elevated levels of carbon dioxide in the building, as well as stained ceiling tiles.
Now to the forecast. Here's a live look at Lucas Oil Stadium from our tower cam, where the Colts will take on the Bears tomorrow. Kevin joins us now, helping you plan for the weekend and hopefully an open roof tomorrow.
How about that? An open roof and an open window at Lucas Oil Stadium. Maybe the windows are open at your house too. Second straight day temperatures only hit 79 for the high. We're currently down to 67. That's in Indianapolis. Look who's leading the way into the 50s. Peru and Fort Wayne, both at 59. These are the temperatures we wake up to in the morning. Mid-50s, sunshine to the rescue. By the time we get to mid to late morning, temperature will already be in the lower 70s. How cool will stay for the rest of the weekend, and when will we see rain once again?
RTV6 is working for you, trying to figure out who is responsible for cleaning up junk tires strewn across the east side of Indianapolis. Now, people who live in Irvington asked RTV6 for help. They are frustrated seeing countless tires along the street in yards and parking lots. Neighbors say the tires bring the neighborhood down.
It makes it look like trash, and you know, we all hate it as residents.
We see old tires, tires that are blown out. We see tires that have been changed out, and they're just all down the road.
City leaders tell RTV6 they are aware of this problem and are investigating. We will continue to ask questions until the problem is resolved. Gas stations are making changes to how you pay at the pump. New technology that requires you to use the chip reader on your credit card instead of swiping the magnetic strip is meant to help prevent skimming. Skimmers at gas pumps have become a common way for thieves to steal your money. Customers tell RTV6 they're happy with the added security, but it will take time to get used to it.
I'm not a big fan of the chip, but I do like the added security of it.
Anybody that'll help our security, I'm all for, because everybody's out there to steal something.
You will see these changes at Kroger and Speedway gas stations.
The identity of a man accused of raping a stranded driver in Monroe County is unknown at this hour, but you could help identify him. Investigators released this sketch of the suspect. He's described as being 5'5" to 5'8" with a thin build, possibly in his mid-40s, blonde or light brown shoulder-length hair that is thinning or bald on top, and a birthmark near his right eye. The attack happened early Tuesday morning on Tapp Road near Raley Place. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. That number is 812-349-2861. A psychiatric exam has been requested for the semi-truck driver accused of causing a crash on the north side of Indianapolis that killed a woman and her 18-month-old twins. The motion has been filed to determine if Bruce Pollard is competent to stand trial. Police say Pollard crashed to stop traffic on I-465 near the Keystone exit in July, killing Alana Coons, her daughters, and injuring 7 others.
Larry Bird is no longer covered in tattoos on a mural near downtown Indianapolis. As promised, the artist made changes after the basketball legend expressed that he did not like the original artwork. The woman who created the mural, Jules Muck, sent a statement to RTV6 saying she did not want to hurt anyone's feelings or brand, so she changed the painting. You can see it on the side of a building on Prospect Street near Laurel and Fountain Square.
Veterans from across the country will be in Indianapolis over the next week for the American Legion Convention. The American Legion advocates for things like military benefits and a strong national defense. National Commander Brett Rystad tells RTV6 a lot of business will be conducted during the convention, but members will enjoy the city as well.
I'm sure everybody is looking forward to spending some money here in the local economy and eating in some of your fine restaurants and seeing your memorials, which are beautiful, and enjoying each other's company.
Vice President Mike Pence and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo are scheduled to speak at the convention next week. It goes through August 29th. American Legion members are already giving back to the local community while they're in town for the convention. Today, they volunteered their time at the Warman Houses on the west side, which provides transitional housing for vets. Members helped with gardening and yard cleanup.
We're here trying to help out some veterans who are in the middle of transitioning, making sure that they understand that there are people who care about them. So we get the chance to talk to them a little bit, but also help make the housing where they live in a little bit more beautiful.
An American Legion parade will be held Sunday afternoon. It steps off at 4 o'clock at 700 North Pennsylvania Street.
And the parade is one of several fun events scheduled this weekend around Indianapolis.
Yeah, a loud annual event returns tomorrow on Monument Circle. Motorcycles on Meridian goes from 4 to midnight. That means several downtown streets will be closed. Motorcycles and gear from different shops will also be on display on Georgia Street.
Also tomorrow, IMPD is inviting you to the Mounted Horse Patrol Association's first ever indoor polo match. It starts at 5 o'clock at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum, followed by a performance from the German band Polka Boy. Now, the event is a fundraiser to help the Mounted Patrol pay for horses, training, and supplies.
And your pet pup can get fresh and clean and help raise money for Indianapolis Animal Care Services at the same time. A dog wash fundraiser at City Market goes from 3 to 6 tomorrow. IACS will also provide microchipping services, dog washes, and microchips Tickets cost $10 each.
I love this. I love coming here to school.
A rare reaction from a teenager talking about school. Coming up, Hiring Hoosiers goes inside a beloved career program in Central Indiana.
Oh, what a great night for high school football. And no sense easing into things. The hits just keep on coming in week 1. And we're coming up with Friday Football Frenzy in just a bit.
And new rules of the road caused by the red line are making it tough for some vehicles to get by in Broad Ripple, but not for long. Working for you, that's just one change being made after an RTV6 report.
You'll notice some big changes on the roads to make way for the new Indigo Red Line. We saw truck after truck and even this school bus having to drive up on the curb to make this turn. And the Red Line buses themselves trying to squeeze into the bus lane.
Remember these pictures we showed you Friday in Broad Ripple? It's a turn so tight due to changes made for the Indigo Red Line that vehicle after vehicle had to drive up onto the curb to make the turn at College and Broad Ripple Avenues. Today we learned from Indigo that they've told their construction team to remove a couple of the pole dividers to increase the turn radius. An issue at a park on the east side of Indianapolis is leaving some people trapped.
The lock on this gate is supposed to be one of the biggest perks to this east side dog park, but it's actually one of the biggest problems.
It hasn't really worked since probably March this year, off and on. You know, how do you lift a 100-pound dog over the gate? And how do you, as a senior, jump that gate? It gets harder and harder.
A faulty lock that left people trapped inside an Indianapolis park is fixed tonight, just days after RTV6 got involved.
There's no doubt it's because of what you did, because we met, and the next day they were out here working on the gate, and I haven't seen that kind of urgency for a while.
Hey, Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that.
This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
Local shelters are warning pet owners to make sure your dogs are vaccinated against a deadly canine virus that is spreading across central Indiana. Indianapolis Animal Care Services says in the past week it's taken in dozens of dogs with parvovirus, including these two. The disease is highly contagious but preventable. For more information about treatment and prevention, go to the RTV6 app and click on this story.
Tonight, Hiring Hoosiers is sharing another program that helps students go from classroom to career. Students from 7 school districts in and around Madison County spend their mornings in school and their afternoons getting real-world experience. The Heinz Career Center in Elwood partners with more than 20 companies in various industries to provide opportunities for students. And here's something you don't hear very often. Those students say they love coming to school.
The stress of regular schoolwork, homework, just bugs you. Then you come here, it just takes a load off your body.
I feel very accomplished and proud of myself. That's a pretty good feeling. It's a great feeling.
The programs at Heinz Career Center are expanding so fast there is demand for more space. A collaborative effort is underway to build a larger facility in Elwood over the next 5 years.
Save it.
High school students in Central Indiana could even get a head start in the music industry. The J. Everett Light Career Center in Indianapolis offers a music production program. Students learn all aspects of the music business.
I think that's a very unique experience. Not everybody's able to experience this, so it's something you should take advantage of.
Students who take our class are ahead of the game when they go to the next level, whether they go to a 6-month recording school or to a 4-year college. Usually, they're in good shape.
The music created by the students plays on an in-house radio station, and instructors let students use Pro Tool software to make mixes, which is standard in the industry. To learn more about the programs we shared tonight or any career or educational opportunity that you see on RTV6, go to hiringhoosiers.com.
It wasn't just a good night at Victory Field, it was a great night. Baseball, great weather, and right there, fireworks. Of course, Friday night home games always followed by fireworks, and that's a perfect lead-in to what will be a great weekend. Dry again tomorrow and on Sunday. Next best chance for rain doesn't come in until Monday, so it looks like this cool pattern will last for all your weekend activities and dry as well. take advantage of these mornings. If you like to get the windows open, get the fresh air in, go for it, because by the time we get back to Monday morning, humidity sneaking back into the state, and temperatures will be in the mid-60s for overnight lows. Comfort is the word. 84, the average high will be at 77 Saturday afternoon. Sunday, a little warmer, a few more clouds, especially late in the day, but still very enjoyable. Tomorrow, we start in the middle to upper 50s, but by lunchtime, 71, 76 or so for the afternoon high. Lots of sunshine through the day. You'll notice the breeze, that will be anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the east-northeast. That's our cool direction, also bringing in the drier air, keeping the humidity down. Temperatures comfortable tomorrow afternoon with the breeze around. Will be just as cool as we go into Sunday morning, if not cooler in a few spots. Temperatures eventually warm to around 80 with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Afternoon temperatures will be around the 80-degree mark, and then the same on Monday. The difference will be, I think, we turn wet. Sunday night, 11 o'clock, there's the gray of cloud cover. Here come the showers. First thing on Monday morning, some rumbles of thunder as well. Showers and thunderstorms around central Indiana. The chance will diminish as we get to Tuesday. 82 will be the high temperature then. Midweek next week, 81 degrees. Here's your 7-day planner. Plan on smooth sailing right on through the weekend. Temperatures a little warmer, especially the overnight temperatures on Monday and Tuesday. Those are also the 2 days that are most likely to be wet in the 7-day forecast. We kind of dry it out after that.
Let's just enjoy the weekend. And tonight was a great night, wasn't it, for that?
Great night for football. Ooh, I hope that didn't happen.
All right, first night.
Tour rotator cuff.
That was bad.
I'm
that
on
was
the
bad.
DL.
Guys.
I'm not available for the Bears game tomorrow night, as are a lot of other guys. You got one for me? Come on, let's go. One more. A lot of really good highlights, by the way. Perfect conditions, thanks to Kevin Gregory, including really the marquee matchup on the east side, Center Grove and Warren. Rematch of the semi-state from last year. Friday Football Frenzy, Week 1. Next.
Jetta S for just $179 a month.
From RTV6, this is Friday Football Frenzy.
We kick off the season where it'll end. Lucas Oil Stadium, 6A number 7 North Central taking on Fishers in the Horseshoe Classic. First quarter, Fishers in red. Marcus Rue, quick toss up and over. Jeffrey Simmons brings it down, 8-yard score. Tigers up 7-0. Second quarter then, now 10-0 Fishers. They're not booing, they're chanting Rue. Nice slant, Nick Leith, 17-yard score. Fishers look really good in the opener tonight. 26-0 the final. Hey, good evening. Great to be talking high school football again, and what a fantastic night. And clearly the matchup of the night, maybe a playoff preview as well. It's Warren Central and Center Grove, and Week 1 of Dave's home video.
What a great night for high school football. We're here at Warren Central as they take on Center Grove. I'm walking through the ticket area. They all say, I want to be on TV.
We want to be on the television.
What's your name?
My name is Charlotte Jean Culpepper.
How long have you been doing this?
4 years, sir.
4 years. And who's going to win tonight?
Warren Central.
Warren Central's going to win tonight. We'll see. Hi, Dad.
That was great. Center Grove ready to go. So is Eric Moore, now in his 21st year as the Trojans head coach. Just 12 wins away from 200 at the school. A lot of hitting in this one. Max Baker, almost textbook, bring it down to Marcus Brown. CG led by 7 at the break. Warren quarterback Kobe Moore, his first start. Look at this deep ball, high and deep and in stride to Eli Price. Oh, the Price was right. 39-yard score. Game tied at 7. Center Grove comes right back. The give to Mitchell Evans, the sophomore running back. 47-yard score. But Warren, man, were they strong in the second half. The defending 6A champs win the opener, 21-14.
Well, here at Franklin Central, it's Team Chuck night. Or at least the shirts are cool, aren't they?
They are great.
They're awesome, and they're honoring, of course, the legendary Hall of Fame head coach, Chuck Stevens. 16 seasons as the head coach here at Franklin Central, won 4 state championships, took him to 6 state finals, and now the field is being renamed. What's that?
Actually, it was 7.
He took him to 7 state finals, Dave. Get it right. That's awesome.
Oh, and what a night. Surrounded by his former players and coaches, his family was there, emotional at times. A great crowd tonight at Franklin Central. And there's the sign making it official. Chuck Stevens Field. To the game, Franklin Central strikes first. Josh Ruley, the junior, up the gut, 19-yard score, 7-0 flashes on the opening drive. Decatur marches right down the field as well. A little play action from the 6, the fake to Kenny Tracy, then Peyton Horsley goes right back to him, wide open. But the night belongs to Franklin Central. Great shot of the Stevens family there as the Flashes win 30-13. Meanwhile, the matchups just as good on the west side, where Ben Davis aims to bounce back from last season, and a change of sidelines, if you will, at Zionsville. Brad Brown with the Frenzy doubleheader.
Brownsburg starts the season as the number 4 ranked team in Class 6A. And for the first half of Friday's game, they looked every bit like that, scoring 29 points against Ben Davis. But the Bulldogs' offense stalled after halftime, and BD got back in the game. A touchdown run by Elijah Hassel cut the margin to just 5 points with still 6 minutes left. Brownsburg then gave a full dose of Donovan Marcus. The senior running back put together a trio of double-digit gainers on the ground. That moved the Berg into the red zone. But the Ben Davis defense was able to make a 4th down stop at the 10-yard line, giving quarterback Trent Gibson one more chance with just under 3 minutes remaining. But it would be the Brownsburg defense making the big stand to close it out. Another 4th down stalemate would end it. Brownsburg surviving a second-half shutout for the 29-24 Week 1 win. Pike and Zionsville each bringing a ton of energy to start their season opening matchup. Each team, though, turned the ball over on its first possession. Donovan Taylor came up with the tip ball interception for Pike, and then just a couple minutes later, it would be Connor Upmore with the fumble recovery for the Eagles. Zionsville would eventually settle down after a sluggish first half. Colin Price running for 172 yards and a score as the Eagles win it 17-7. Brad Brown, Friday Football Frenzy.
Former Eagle head coach Pat Echeverria now at Pike. And speaking of new head coaches, Nathan Aker now at Monrovia. Just 4 weeks to get ready for Ritter. And the Raiders not afraid to pass it. Jack Henninger, Braden Pagel, Raiders get it going on the road. Here comes the Bulldogs, though. They gave here to Jaron Maxwell, the senior, with a 20-yard score. PAT was no good. Ritter, though, wins it on the road, 14-6. The Raiders host Lutheran next week. Wrap it up down in Louisville. 6A number 1 Carmel on the road at Trinity tonight, playing from behind in this one. Already down 34-0. J.D. Rogers, he's gone, 64-yard score. But the Greyhounds, the tough roadie to start the season. Trinity wins it 41-14. They're home to host Noblesville next week. And scores from every game in the state right now on the IndyChannel.com. In racing, another busy stretch in IndyCar. 3 races, 3 weekends. Next week, they're in Portland. I'll be there for coverage right here on RTV6. Tonight, it was qualifying for tomorrow's Bommarito 500 Worldwide Technology Raceway, just east of St. Louis. Oh, and the rich get richer when it comes to the point standings. Joseph Newgarden laying down a 2-lap average of 186.5 miles an hour. So the points leader will start from pole tomorrow night, just a tick better than Sebastian Bourdais. Newgarden with his 2nd pole of the season, 7th of his career. They race at 8, Indy time tomorrow night. The news at 11 continues after this.
Ashley Home Store. This is home.
A shelter cat in Pennsylvania will have no problem finding a forever home after pictures of the 26-pound cat named Mr. B went viral. Thousands of people have applied to adopt him. The shelter hopes the international attention will lead to donations and adoptions to help other pets in need.
That looks part bobcat or part cougar.
Enough to scare any dog.
I agree.
I think that cat is bigger than our dogs combined.
Don't adjust your set. That is a 25-pound cat.
It really is.
Lots of sunshine tomorrow, 73 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
He's just comfortable. Okay, it is
Nice.
definitely a Friday in here.
One more time. Go ahead.
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
Watch out!